You're listening to Morning Edition on this Thursday here on WCBU. I'm Rich Strager. A push by Governor J.B. Pritzker for unified zoning regulations across Illinois did not gain approval from state lawmakers in the spring legislative session. Pritzker's Build Illinois initiative aims to address a growing need for affordable and missing middle housing, but critics say the legislation takes oversight of housing developments away from cities. Peoria Mayor Rita Ali was among a coalition of mayors joining the Illinois Municipal League's opposition to that proposal. In our latest regular interview, Ali tells WCBU reporter Joe Deacon why.
I think that it preempted local authority, for one, and that's what most cities around Illinois were concerned about. You know, we don't want a one-size-fits-all mandate coming down from the state. We want to be involved in those decisions. So, you know, I did serve on the governor's missing middle task force that made some recommendations, but some of these, the bills, some of those go far past those recommendations.
So what can and should be done to address affordable housing needs and middle housing needs in Peoria and across Illinois? What provisions in the legislation did you support?
So we definitely are supporting streamlining processes. You know, we were opposed to a third party coming in and making decisions that we had to live by. So, you know, some of the timelines for a 2-day turnaround were pretty restrictive and we thought perhaps not even realistic. We opposed legislation that said you could build an 8-unit apartment building in any neighborhood without local approval, and you know, it would have one stairway and that it could have as very restricted parking. And that's just not practical and not realistic.
It sounds like some of those provisions, especially for the multi-unit, would fit better in Chicago or in the Chicago area. But this isn't a one-size-fits-all type of situation, is it?
It's all about, you know, creating more opportunities for density. We want more affordable housing in Peoria. It's been a top priority of ours over the last couple of years. We need more housing. We have a housing crisis right here. There's a shortage, and we are doing everything that we can, working with our land bank. We had an event about a month ago. We invited the public to come. We said the city has over 1,000 properties in our land bank, residentially zoned, and we're willing to give these properties away to people that are willing to develop them.
As the effort to develop a new residential neighborhood at the former Exposition Gardens site progresses, you said you would not support Councilmember John Kelly's push for an urban decay designation under the abatement program. Why do you feel that's not right for this area, and what other incentives could be used to attract developers?
The urban decay regulation or policy is related to a decayed area, a blighted area, and this is not that. That's one reason that I'm opposed to it. Another reason is that we sat down with the school district, and you know, this is really the only area in Peoria that has property that you can actually put a big development on, and it can bring tax money to the school district that needs it so desperately. And we put homes there. That means more students are likely to attend Northmore and Richwoods. They're going to need some tax revenue for those schools.
The city has suggested up to 200 homes at Expo Gardens. Considering back to the city's affordable housing needs, what kind of residential units would be planned there? What price range are we looking?
We're probably looking at homes between $260,000 and $300,000. Some homes in that area already run about that area, but we would be talking about new homes. So, you know, close to that $300,000 range. Now, there could be some rental apartments. I would say a very small number, but still there's that possibility.
That's Peoria Mayor Rita Ali speaking with Joe Deacon for WCBU Reports. Listen next week for part 2 of this interview and find more from this conversation online at WCBU.org. You are listening to Morning Edition here on WCBU.